Hi 4K, it's Miss H. I'm going to read a story for you, and then at the end I'm going to have an update for your grown-ups to hear about what will be happening with school. The book we're going to read today is Corduroy. What letter does corduroy start with? And there's a letter R. Two letter R's in it. Cool. And the author and the illustrator is Don Freeman. What kind of animal is corduroy? Oh, and look. What is he missing on his overalls? We'll have to listen and see what happens in the book called Corduroy, written and illustrated by Don Freeman. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. Does he have some other friends on the shelf? The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then, one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much money already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Look how sad he is. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy climbed carefully down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he had stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. Could this be a mountain, he wondered? "I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain." He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there, before his eyes, was a most amazing sight. Excuse me. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." Do you think he's going to find his button up here? We'll have to see. He wandered around, admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button!" he cried, and he tried to pick it up. But, like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. You see him pulling the button? He yanked and pulled with both paws until, pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Uh-oh. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now, who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." You think he's going to find Corduroy? He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" You see his little ears poking up? Uh-oh. I wonder what's going to happen. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. Did Corduroy get his button? Doesn't look like it. Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning. And there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd only seen the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." She came back. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." Look at his new house. Oh, a little bed just for him right here. Oh, and she's fixing his button. She's sewing it on. "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and gave him a big hug. The end. What was your favorite part of that story? I think mine was when he got into mischief and tried to pull the button off the mattress. All right, parents, an update for you. So as of now, school will be closed until April 24th. However, it's more likely that will be done for the school year, unfortunately. I'm hoping and praying that's not the case, but if it is, I have a few jobs for you to do. Number 1, I am still waiting on those envelopes to be delivered from Amazon, and once they are, I will get those packets in the mail to you ASAP. And they will have worksheets in for them, your child, to do to help with their learning and just do some fun activities with them. What I ask of you is to please take pictures and either upload them on Facebook in this group, or text them to me or email them to me. I'll provide my email address for you as proof that your child is doing work, so I can give them a grade for their 4th quarter, since we weren't in school at all for 4th quarter. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out and give me a call, text me, message me, whatever you need to do. I'm here for you. I'm praying for you all. I miss you. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.